Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm back with another YouTube video. Today's gonna be a longer video. Well, no, I'm gonna cut it down, make it short or whatever. Make it short and sweet. But I have a story time for you guys. Yeah. So this is gonna be a story time about one of my exes. I feel like I always have something to tell y'all about one of my exes, but my love story, my love life is like a movie. I went through everything in my love life. Like, I can give you advice on plenty of things, like things out of this world, bro. It's ridiculous. I don't have good luck. Wait, guys, so yeah, the worst happens. But anyways, back to the video. It all started off when we first met, when he was working in my house, my mom's house. I live with my mom. He was working in my mom's house. He was doing our bathroom. He was putting towel in the bathroom. And I was like, I saw a picture. No. I looked at him. I was like, he's pretty attractive. He tall, 6 foot, or maybe 6'1", 6'2", but he was pretty tall. Like, when I hugged him, it was just like, I don't know. It was perfect. I love tall guys. But he was pretty tall and from Honduras. And I love foreigners, so yeah. So the first day they came there, he was doing towel on the bathroom. And I came in the bathroom to look at it when they first started working. And I was like, oh, it looks nice. So they were still working because it wasn't done yet. And my mom went to go get us Popeyes, and she was gonna share with them as well since they were working in our house. And when my mom came back to the house with the Popeyes, my stepdad was like, "Why don't you tell them it's ready to go eat?" Because they knew I was like feeling him or whatever. And I was like, okay, because I know Spanish, and they only spoke Spanish. It was him, and it was my ex, and it was his brother. So they only spoke Spanish. So he was like, go tell them, because I know a good bit, so I could have like said it in Spanish, whatever. So I was nervous, whatever. I went over there. I was like, vamos a comer. And no, that's not what I said. I lied to y'all. ¿Estás listo para comer? I think I said that. And it's like, are you ready to eat? So yeah. So I told them food was ready. Came back. I made them their plate. And my ex at the time, he was like, well, the dude, like, I didn't know at the time. Un poco. Just a little bit. Just fix me a little bit because I don't eat that much. So, I don't know. I still fixed a lot. It was like a bunch of mashed potatoes and like red beans and like just a piece of chicken, but it was like a big piece. And he was like, a little, huh? And I just started laughing, whatever. So the next day they came. No, that same day, the boss was trying to set us up together. And he asked how the boss of my ex was trying to set us up together. And he asked how old I was and, stuff like that. So we started texting and everything, right? He was like, are you free later this week or this weekend or whatever? I was like, yeah, I'm free. I'm not working. He was like, we'll go out on a date. I was like, oh, okay, nice, whatever. So he was like making moves, and I'm like, okay, he's showing effort that he actually want a relationship. He ready for it, whatever, right? So we went to bowling alley we went to bowling alley for our first date, and it was amazing. So I'll tell you what happened. Since he only spoke Spanish, I basically just had to like translate for him, but he spoke really fast. Like, I drove there to the bowling alley because we were gonna meet each other there. So he was in his car, I was in mine. So I drove there, and I was like, oh, where are you? Whatever. I took a video from my car and I was like, where are you? I'm in the parking lot. And he was on the other side. So I just went over there. I sat in his car. And, well, no, before I sat in his car, he was like, sorry, it's a mess or something like that. And I was like, can you talk slower, please? Because I didn't understand because he was speaking in Spanish. And I understand Spanish when someone's speaking slow to me. Now I'm at the expert level where I understand when they're speaking fast, but before I wasn't. I got in this car. He was like, "You want to talk here for a little bit, then go inside, or you want to just go inside?" I said, "I want to talk here for a little bit, and then we can go inside." And I was nervous because I was in the car. I was like, "Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen right now," but nothing happened. Nothing happened. So yeah, we were just talking a little bit. And then we went outside, got our shoes. We actually didn't even bowl. We played the games. So we were playing the games. It was fun. And then his back's hurting. So he was like, oh, I'm sorry, but like, can we go back outside or whatever? Yeah, I was like, it's fine. We went back to the car. I sat in there. He was like, I'm sorry, my back hurt because he was working all day in our house, and then he had another house to work at after that. So I was like, oh, it's fine, it's whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I understand, you've been working, it's fine. So we was talking, somehow we kissed. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. The first date, come on. I mean, that's not bad though, life's too short. But yeah, because I think when we were talking the messages, he was like, what would you do if I kissed you or whatever? No, I said something. So then he kissed me on the first date. He kissed me. I kissed back, and it was good. It was great, actually. I'm not even gonna go there, but yeah, it was great. And that was it. It was a kiss. It was a kiss for like a minute. And then that was it. We stopped. And he drove me to my car. It wasn't that far, but I guess he just didn't want me walking there. He drove me to my car, and I went home. He was like, text me when you get home or call me when you get home, whatever. Tell me you made it safely. I was like, okay. So that was good. We were still talking, chatting, calling, stuff like that. Now, I think now is the second date. We went out to eat. We went out to eat. It was either Zia's. No, it was Zia's. We went to Zia's. We had some food. It was great. He opened the door for me, blah, blah, blah. We were sitting, talking, seeing where else we can go, like, to chill. But it was late, and he had to work the next day, so we didn't stay out long. But the second date was great. We went out, ate food, blah, blah, learned more about each other, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know what in the world possessed me to do this. But we followed each other on Instagram already. Well, not anymore. But we followed each other on Instagram at that time. So I'm looking through his Instagram. Just looking, And there's a picture of him and a female. And then it was from like 2021 or 2020. And I'm scrolling, look the comments, and I see it says Te amo mucho, which means I love you so much. And it's like a strong love you. Okay. But we already had a conversation that he was married, but they're divorced. They're not together anymore. He has 2 kids, but they stay with their mom. That's what he told me at the time, right? The next date, we go out for pizza. We're talking and stuff, and I asked him more questions about his wife, and he was like, she's jealous and she's crazy and stuff like that. And the reason they broke up, they got divorced, is because he cheated on her with her cousin. So I'm thinking, okay, okay, well, it just had me like kind of thinking, well, if he cheated on her, he cheat on me, right? He saw I was kind of acting different on the date after he said that. So he said he was drunk and he did that, but I don't even care. Drunk, not, you should still know what you're doing. I never excuse that. But he noticed I was acting different on the date, and he told me that he would never cheat on me because he has no reason to, and I'm the only girl he wants. That made me cheese up. I'm the only girl he wants, right? I was like, oh, okay, that makes me sound good. That makes me feel good. He said they were together for like, shoot, how many years? Yeah, they were married for like a couple years or 2 years, 3 years, one of them. So yeah, that night ended on a great note. We're still good talking. Why? Oh, on that date, later on that day, I had to pee, and there wasn't no the place we were at was about to close, so I didn't want to go into that restroom because I was like, I'm just inconveniencing y'all when y'all about to close. So basically, what I did was, I was like, he was driving. I was like, oh, can we go to Wendy's? Well, no, he saw Wendy's right there. He's like, you want to go in? I said, yeah, that's perfect. Pull up in there, whatever. I went to go pee, and I came back. I came back out. Sat in his car. He's scrolling on TikTok. And he's showing me videos. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. How? It was funny, for real. But yeah, he was showing me videos on TikTok. And I was like, you have a TikTok account? He was like, yeah. And he showed me some videos on his TikTok, right? And so now the light won't work. And so he scrolls to this one picture where it's him and the girl I saw on Instagram. So I was like, oh, this must be his ex-wife or whatever. So I asked him, I said, is that your ex-wife? He said, no, it's my cousin. So I'm like, okay, I'll play along and act stupid while he continues to lie to me. So I said, okay, and whatever, he drove me home, whatever. He went back home. The next date, I forgot where we went. I went to his house and we were just chilling, stuff like that, talking. And I'm laying on him. We cuddled up. And he's scrolling through his TikTok game. And I see another video. And it's the ex-wife, his kid, and the ex-wife in the background walking around or folding clothes or something like that. So I'm like, that's your cousin? And he said, yeah, that's my cousin. He said sometimes she helps out with the kids. Right? So then I have to go full detective mode after that, right? Girl, let's not talk about that. Went on Instagram, looked at her again. Went on the TikTok. Saw the video where she's helping out the kids. Then on Instagram, I looked again at that post. Looked at the comment. Went to her profile picture. Right? And I saw a picture with him, like when they were younger. Like maybe from 2017, 2016. I was like, huh, yeah, definitely the ex-wife. And I went to I searched up his name on my mom's Facebook account because I don't have a Facebook account. I searched up his name on my mom's Facebook account. And I saw, as like the cover little picture, it had him and his ex-wife hugging all up on together. Like that. Hugged up on each other. So I'm like, this is not your cousin. Why are you lying to me? All I wanted was for him to tell me the truth. I knew it. I just had to confirm it. I go to hers, and it still says married to blah, blah, blah. So I confront him the next day about it. I confronted him about it. And he was like, why did you even look for that? Why did you bother yourself to look for it or whatever? I said, I wouldn't have had to bother myself to look for it if you didn't just tell me the truth. So he was mad for a little bit. He was like, you want me to bring him home? was like, no. Because we was at El Paso and I wanted to eat. And this should have been when I broke up with him, but I didn't. I stayed with him. And he told me they're not together. Nothing like that. That's his ex-wife. He told me the truth. I mean, pretty much that was it. But there's another situation. On his WhatsApp, he posted a picture. It was someone's wedding. He sent me a picture of him in a suit. He looked good. But then I looked at the other pictures that were taken, and it was him and his ex-wife, like, kind of like, you know, how you do that, her hand like that, and then him on her, but it was other people too. Like a big group photo, wedding group photo. But it's like, why are you that close with your ex-wife when you have a girlfriend? Because we confirmed it that we were together, like, well, he said it himself on the first date or whatever. So yeah, he did that. I'm like, bro, he did that. So that's where, oh Lord, I got on him about that too. And he's like, we have to act close for the kids. We're only doing that for the kids. I'm only doing that for the kids. I said, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The ex-wife. That was the first round. Okay. Then next time, after that, okay, we were okay, but we were running into some problems down the road. There would come to a time where we would hang out, and let's say 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, I would have to go home. When I drive out there, I would have to go home around that time because he is sleeping early in the morning, which I understood at first, but it was starting to happen like multiple times. And there was one day I was really ticked off, and I said, what did I say? I was like, I drove like kind of close to New Orleans, which is like a 20-30 minute drive for me. 20-30 minute drive. And we went and got food, came back to where he was working at, and he had to go work. So he apologized stuff. I was like, I mean, we barely get to spend time together. Like, you could still make time for me. You know what I mean? You could still make time for me. Like, there's no way. Because I make time for you when I have to work as well. But, you know. Because when we first started dating, he would make time for me. He would ask me to go on dates and all this. Now, down the road, you like, oh, I have to go back to work. Or I have to go. Bro, what? Like, come on now. And I was also ticked off because I told him I wanted flowers. Like, I said, I've never gotten flowers from, like, my boyfriend, except for when he messed up. I've only gotten flowers from my ex when he messed up something. So, I just wanted flowers just cause. Like, no reason, just cause. He said, I'll get them for you. Or something like that. And, yeah, he said that. Guess what? Never got him. I asked him about it again. He was like, I don't have money for that right now. And I was like, okay. Like, I do understand because he's sending some money back home as well as his family. But I don't even care. You can go to, like, a grocery store and buy the flowers. You don't have to go to a florist. Like, you can buy me, like, I don't know, $10, $13 flowers. I don't care. Just flowers. You can buy me a single rose and I will be okay. Like, that's all I wanted from him. So, we're not spending that much time together. He's not making the effort like he was before. So, I'm like, I think we should break up. And he's like, why? You know, like, what I do? And I was like, I just don't think we just can't make time for each other. When I'm not busy, you're busy. When you're busy, I'm not busy. Like, no. Wait. When I'm busy, you're not busy. But yeah, it was just too much going on. He couldn't make time because I was making time, but he wasn't. And the times where he was available, I would be working. Do I want to fight? Yes. No. No. Okay, so back to the video. After I broke up with him the first time, we got back together again. It was terrible, but we stop. We got back together again. Okay, after we broke up the first time, we got back together again, and I could see he wasn't even, like, he didn't even care. And I could tell he didn't even care. Like, he was showing, like, that he didn't really care, whatever. And he was saying he was about to go to Virginia. And he told me that, like, early in the relationship, but I did not think that he was serious. Wait. He told me that early in the relationship, but I did not think that he was serious about it. So he's telling me he about to go to Virginia and that, you know, we can stay as friends, but we can't be together, blah, blah, blah. He told me that after we got back together. So I'm like, okay, I understand. And so we broke up. Friends, we still talk. And he's like, I love you and stuff like that. And, oh, bye. And then after that, okay. And then after, when we're still friends and talking, he tells me that when him and I broke up, well, no, he said his ex-wife is living with him. He said his wife is living with him. His ex-wife is living with him. I said, your ex-wife is living with you? He said, yeah, her and the 2 kids. He said after him and I broke up, he sees his wife again. When we were dating, she was not his wife. I said, so that was your wife the whole time? Because there's no break where you're like, oh yeah, we're just going to take a quick divorce and then I'm going to go, how about say something else? I'm going to go mess with some other girls and I'll come back to you and you'll be my wife again. No one says that. So I was like, okay, whatever. We shouldn't be talking. I don't want to talk to you and you with your wife. And then there was I looked at his Facebook account. I clicked her name. Because I went to his little friends category. And she posted a picture at that time, like 3 minutes ago. It was 3 minutes ago. And it was of her and him. And she changed her cover photo to that. So I was like, yeah, y'all was married. So I said, good night. Have a good night. Blocked him on Instagram. Blocked his number. Blocked him. Well, I don't have a Facebook account. I got Facebook account. I blocked his Instagram, his TikTok, what about them? Yeah. No, I didn't block his TikTok. He tried to reach out to me on TikTok like a couple weeks ago. Sent like some sad song or whatever about how I cry when I miss you or something in Spanish. And I was like, bro, I didn't respond to it. Like, you're whack. And then a couple days after that, he sent me a video from the World Cup. We are not friends. Like, you were pretty much married. You pretty much was just like, yeah, I'm just messing with a girl and then get back my ex-wife. Either way, you're saying she's crazy. You're saying she's all these things. You don't want to mess with her and all this stuff. But at the end, you got back with her. Regardless, kids or not, you need to be bold enough to speak up and be like, oh yeah, no, still got this girl I got feelings for, you know, something like that, like, because he told her about me. He told me that, like, oh, all right. And if you really wanted this relationship, you would come to my house, give me flowers, be like, I miss you, I love you, blah, 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 te amo mucho, something. But none of that. So in my eyes, You didn't really want this. And if you did, you would have went to my house because you know where I live at. Simple as that. Any boy will go out of his way to get you back. I've had multiple guys try to come back into my life doing crazy stuff. They made an effort. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have to go babysit. But that's pretty much the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. I love y'all. Bye.